Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.stampinup.net. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today I'm playing with the Bottled with Happiness stamp set and I'm mixing this up with the glorious Gingham 6x6 DSP to showcase that off to you. It's in the new catalogue and I fell in love with this DSP set. So firstly, this is the stamp set, it's photopolymer, and then this is the glorious Gingham 6x6, so you get 48 sheets in this. Okay, they're double-sided and they are from some gorgeous, gorgeous colours. So let me show you as we go through. So you've got Blueberry Bushel just there, really nice. Lemon Lime Twist that really shouts and pops at you, which is just absolutely beautiful. Then you've got Pecan Pie. You've got Pretty Peacock and you've got Berry Burst, which is just hiding just there. There's the Berry Burst popping through. So you've got the 5 colours, which is beautiful. And then if we flip those over, you've got small gingham on the one side and big gingham on the other side. So for today's card, I'm going to use Lemon Lime Twist, which is one of my favourite all-time colours. And I'm so glad it is back with us. I really missed it. So I'm going to be using that on today's card alongside this Bottled with Happiness photopolymer stamp set. So first things first, we want to cut this down so it will fit on our cardstock. So card bases are normally 10.5 centimetres by 14.8. So I'm taking this half a centimetre less and I'm going to cut it at 10 centimetres by 14.3. That way when I stick it to my card base, I will have a really nice small frame around the outsides of it. Okay. Next up, I'm going to be cutting my basic white and I'm going to cut this down so that it is 8 centimetres, okay. I think I rethought that and went to 7 centimetres. I didn't want it to take up the whole of the card. So it's 7 centimetres by 11.3 centimetres, okay. I do actually remember looking at it and thinking I want to showcase the DSP at the back and not cover it all up. So this is where I'm going to do my stamping and I'm going to use the bottle and I'm also going to put the flowers into the bottle. Okay, so for that, there's 2 flowers. There's a top and bottom flowers, which one is the leaves and one is the actual prettiness. So you can do them in 2 separate colours and coordinate, okay? So pop those onto some blocks. And I'm going to do those first so that I know where then I want my bottle placed, okay? Ordinarily, I'd do my bottle first and do the flowers on top, but because the flowers are big and I have already cut my white cardstock down, I'm going to go with the flowers. And the prettiness, the actual flower part, I'm going to do in Bubble Bath. So put that onto your card. There we go, just like that. Isn't that gorgeous? And then you're going to have the leaf detail and the dot detail, okay? So this is where the dots go in between the flowers and then you add more leaves on. And I'm doing that in Lemon Lime Twist so it coordinates with the DSP that I'm using. You just line that up inside them. So you can just line the dots in the middle of the flowers. If you get the stamp set, you will understand and know what that means just by looking at it. Okay, stamp it down and there we go. A lovely bouquet of flowers. Okay, so next up you want to get the bottle. So you've again got 2 stamps here. You've got the light stamp, which is the back stamp, and then you've got the dark stamp, which goes over the top of it, which is the shadow, okay? So there's the 2. Pop them on your blocks. Okay. And then it's up to you which one you go with first, okay? Ordinarily, I normally go with the bottom first and then put the deep outline on the top. But for this one, I wanted to make sure the deep outline stood prominent. So I've put that on, fit that into where it fits with my flowers. And then I'm going to be using soft sea foam just to do the infill. Okay, so just pop that in, then line it up and stamp it down so that you have got the bottle underneath it. And hopefully you can see that really cool 2-tone effect right there. Okay, so that can then stick onto my DSP like that, and it's going to just look lovely because it's all coordinated colours. This is the best part about Stampin' Up, is having the coordinated colours. So I'm going to be using the stamp Let's Get Into the Spirit. Love this, especially with a bottle. I wonder why. So stamp that down on a scrap piece of basic white. Now you can do this in any colour, but as I'm making a Lemon Lime Twist card, obviously I'm going to stick with the same sort of colours. And then I'm going to trim that out. Okay, so it's really nice when you get them like this, you can trim them straight across the top and in. Now it's up to you. You can leave this as one long strip, which is what I'm going to do, or you can cut it. So you have let's get into the spirit as 5 different sentiments and picture them around the card. It's really up to you how you want to continue with it. Okay, so I'm just using some seal to stick my base down. Okay, and then once I've done that, I'm going to line up where I want the sentiment to sit. And for this, I'm actually going to use some of our sticky strip foam. So we have the foam strips. You can use these for your shaker cards or just for adhering sentiments. They're really simple to use, really effective and quite quick. So just grab one and cut it down. Now I'm using the top one here. Okay, you get more than what's bargained for with this because you get all your strips in the middle, but then you also get the offcuts around the sides. So you can always use those as well. So I'm just going to cut that, pop that into my sentiment and take the base off and put that onto my card. Okay, and rather than putting it in the middle, I'm lining it up to the right hand side. Then I have the gorgeous lemon lime twist ribbon. This is a really thin ribbon. It's actually a dual pack. It comes with another ribbon as well. But I purely bought it for the lemon lime because I just love it, love it, love it. And I'm creating myself a teensy tiny little teeny tiny bow. Okay, might not look at the moment because it's got a massive tail, but I am going to cut some of that tail off and shape it so that it looks a bit more manageable. But I just wanted the teeny tiny bow. And then I'm going to adhere that onto the card using a glue dot, okay, just behind the sentiment. So grab yourself a glue dot, pop that on the back of your bow, and then adhere it onto the card. How cute is this card looking, really? I think it's beautiful. And then apply some adhesive on the back of the DSP and you can stick that onto your card base then. So as you know, I have my card base on the side of the desk. They're already pre-cut and pre-scored, so I'm just going to fold it and burnish it and then adhere the front straight onto it. And as I said at the start, you will have a slight frame where the basic white shows through at the edges and complements the design on the front. Okay, isn't that lovely? I love this card. Hopefully you like it too. It's the Bottled with Happiness stamp set and the glorious Gingham DS